So, today's topic of discussion is research methodology. We will be discussing its types, its features, how it is carried out, and its importance because it's quite important topic as per competitive exams. If you're planning to give competitive exams in the future, you should continue listening to this video. So, starting with the very basic definitions, we all need to know sociology. We all know already that study of human social relationships and institutions. It's called sociology. And now, what is sociological research? The systematic study of people, institutions, or social phenomena using measurement techniques such as surveys, interviews, focus groups, ethnography, or comprehensive analysis of texts. It's called as sociological research. Basically, the word research is a combination of two words. Re means once more, once again, and research is to look through or go thoroughly, to look over something. So research is a combination of two words, re and search. So sociological research simply means to go through the society mechanisms, systems, institutions, people beliefs, people attitudes, people behaviors, and the qualitative and quantitatives comes under the sociological research. As for instance, Tokyo wants to launch its company in Pakistan. He has to go through a lot of things. He is in the decision making process. And for decision making, you should have no doubts, have complete knowledge and what you're going to do, and you have a particular goal of achievements. So he will do research. So he needs to do a lot of research on the topic, on the task that should he or whether he should launch its company in Pakistan or not. So the more appropriate definition of research is a social science that is conducted by sociologists. Researchers in the field of sociology. Sociology differs from other social sciences in that it is concerned primarily with questions that impact large groups of people and institutional influences, as for instance, the history of food culture in different nations, the impact of mainstream media on human behavior, cross-racial adoption effects on children and the society, the challenges of health equity in rural areas, the impact of social media on social relationships. All these are the example of sociological research, and thus sociological research has a very important role in our society. Because, as I told you earlier, these examples, we do research to find answers. Finding answers is the end of all research, whether it is the answer to test a hypothesis or even a simple question. Research is successful when we find answers. That's why questions are central to research. Research is focused on relevant, useful, and important questions. What Without a question, research has no focus, drive, or purpose. The purpose of sociological research is to solve out various social problems. Because when you do a research, you get to know a lot of problems that are happening in the society that you don't know earlier, but now you know. So this is a way of solving out social problems. Then verification of facts. Sometimes there's a rumor in the society around us or the environment. So we do research to continue or to agree or to see that whether the rumors are true or not. So we do research. So it is somehow the verification of facts. It is the extension of knowledge. Obviously, research is the extension of knowledge. When you do research, again, it's the same thing that I'm repeating again and again. That when you do research, you find out a lot of problems, you go for the verification of facts, and that your knowledge is enhanced. You gain knowledge. And research helps us to get information about latest facts. For example, when you do a census, now you know that how many people have born in the past 5 years or what is happening. Help in social planning. Obviously, when you know about social problems, you know how to plan well, how to be effective planning, how to do effective planning. So it also helps in social welfare and social change. To put into a nutshell, the purpose of research is the betterment and development, redevelopment, and reconstruction of society. Types of sociological research: quantitative research, qualitative research, primary research, and secondary research. So now we'll be discussing in detail one by one and their factor, their advantages, disadvantages, everything in detail we are going to study. So moving forward. Qualitative research is the research about values, beliefs, attitude, because if you want to study behavior, you cannot measure it and you cannot measure it. You just simply just cannot measure it. Similarly, with the belief of someone, you cannot measure it. It's the qualitative research. You need to do qualitative research to find out beliefs, attitudes, or to study someone's behavior. That's why it consists upon interviews, observations, questionnaire, and focus groups. For an instance, if a company wants to launch a product, so the company CEO asks his four employees A, B, C, and D describe that whether this product should be launched in market or no. One says we should because it appears too good. B says it's too economical. C says its fragrance is too good that people will love to buy it. And the D one says, and the D says is that people will not face side effects or adverse effects while using this product. We should launch this product. As this research was in terms of quality, in terms of an answers, questionnaire, observations, that's why it is a qualitative research. Advantages of qualitative research are following. It becomes possible to understand attitudes. It provides insight that is specific to an industry. It incorporates the human experience. It is a process that is always open-ended. It allows for detail-oriented data to be collected. As I've told you earlier, we have talked about this in detail. I have clearly explained you through our example. That's why these are the advantages of qualitative research. I hope you are understanding it well. But it also has some disadvantages, like it is not a statistically representative form of data collection. We all know that it is a qualitative research, so it cannot be statistically represented and may not be accepted and time consuming. Obviously, while the CEO was asking his employees, it was taking time and maybe not be accepted. Maybe the A says that the opinion was good, but it may be for some people, but some people will not like it. Obviously, it can create misleading conclusions because obviously, if A says that this product is good, we should launch it. B says, no, I don't like this product, we should not launch it, we should skip this. It relies upon experience of researcher and also lessens the value of data mining. As opposed to quantitative research is done in terms of quantity, means in forms of number. For example, after the certain product is launched, you want to calculate profit or loss regarding it. The research will be in numbers, so it's quantitative research. The research will be done in present numbers, percentages, ratios. So the quantitative research comprised of surveys, demography, statistics, and social networks. And the advantages of quantitative research are following: provides numerical data that can prove and disprove a theory, rapid data collection, generates factual, reliable outcome data. With clarity, you can explore trends, differences, and demographics. The disadvantages of quantitative research are following: you get a less detailed picture, data may not be enough to explain complex issues, findings usually cannot be generalized, variability of data quantity, limited outcomes in quantitative research. These are the drawbacks, fault points of the quantitative research. Every research is being done in every country worldwide, and every research has its own advantages and disadvantages, and is quite okay. So the third and fourth are mostly discussed together. So I have discussed here in comparison primary research and secondary research. So generally, for keeping your mind, for the key points are like primary research is personal data collection. That means researcher collects his/her own data. And the secondary research is already published articles. Research is based on data collected from previous researchers. Primary research talks about current sources, current problems. It's a long process because it consists of question and answers, testing, interviews, and it's quite expensive because everything is being done for the first time and researcher is on responsible for it. And it's a high level research and we need trained researchers to do that. Primary research, everybody cannot do the primary research. And the research talks about past sources, history of problems. It's a quick process because the data is already available in the form of published articles or websites and is a cheap source, low level, and you don't need trained researchers to do that because secondary research is already being done and is easily available all over the internet. So it is based on raw data, primary research. Raw data is the data that has not been processed for use, and whereas secondary research is based on tried and tested data, which is previously analyzed and filtered. the data collected first the need of researcher. It is customized, it is collected on absolute needs, whereas in secondary research, data may be or may not be according to researcher. Fourth point, researcher is deeply involved in research to collect data. In primary research, secondary research is fast and easy. It aims at gaining broader understanding of subject matter. Primary research is an expensive process and consumes a lot of time to collect and analyze data, whereas secondary research is a quick process as data is readily available. Researchers should know where to explore to get most appropriate data. So it was all about research methodology and its types, its basic definitions, and tomorrow I'll explain you its methods. How research methodology, what are the research methodologies, how research is carried out in different ways. I'll discussing be tomorrow.